Hi there, I'm Phil Whitehouse. I'm a Program Director at the team, and I'm going to talk a little bit about conversational marketing in the context of a campaign. So I believe that this is no longer the age of just information, this is the age of recommendation. Whether it's random comments on blogs or ratings on Amazon, people are increasingly turning to online tools for guidance and support before making important decisions. And we can help ensure that campaigns are properly represented in this space by using a variety of freely available public tools to support and clarify a campaign. So which tools am I talking about? Well, they're all going to be familiar to you, things like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and blogging. And really it's about recognizing that rather than trying to attract people to your place or platform, there's recognition that actually people are already congregating elsewhere. They're making recommendations to each other in that space. They're already having conversations, and it's far better to try and start our conversations in that space and also engage in the conversations that are already taking place in that space. So how can a company adapt to respond to this change in the way that we engage with customers? Well, it's really about creating an infrastructure that can support the conversations that are taking place. Make sure that we can create and complete those feedback loops that can not only make sure that the customers know that they're being heard, but can also be channeled into the product development cycle to try and improve the work that's actually being done. It's very much not about broadcast, it's about conversation. And another important factor is making sure that websites outside those social spaces complement this approach rather than pushing against it. So in terms of how it works, in terms of how the team can help customers to engage in this way, well, before we would leap in, we would help determine whether this is going to be an appropriate approach for the campaign. So for instance, it doesn't necessarily lend itself to a campaign around FMCG products, but if we've got a campaign which is about changing behaviour and about engaging with people over issues that they care deeply about, such as education or health or the environment, then it can be a very effective place to engage with the customer base. And depending on the nature of the campaign, we can help tailor this engagement in the most effective way. So we can help to cover off such issues as how to establish credibility in that space, how to maintain that credibility, what kind of behaviour is going to be appropriate, setting up a sort of conversational framework that people can adapt to and understand before getting engaged. We can also provide advice and guidance on how to kickstart such a campaign. It's not just about setting up the website, it's about understanding how information flows within those social environments, and also about how to wind it down at the end of the campaign without damaging the brand, because people ideally will be engaging with these campaigns, and you don't want to just set them adrift when you've achieved your objectives. We can also help in terms of measuring response. You can establish KPIs around this kind of activity. Word of mouth advertising is not just effective, it is measurable, and so we can help introduce and understand, build the tools that can help measure the success of a campaign like this. So if you're interested in finding out more, please let myself or Peter Blake or Mel McVie know at the team, and we can come along and help you work in this way with your clients. Thank you very much.